Hello everyone. The time has come to review the syllabus for the internet version of History of Christianity, Early to Medieval for Fall 2022. My name is Rex Butler and I am your professor. I hope that this course will be educational and informative, inspiring and engaging. But first I want to review with you the requirements and expectations. So let's look and see what we can expect as we go through this class together. First, here is my contact information. The best way to reach me is to use my office email, rbutler@nobts.edu. You can reach me through Canvas, but the simplest way for me to keep track of our correspondence is if you would use my office email. I'm in the Dodd building, office number 105. You're welcome to come see me if you are on campus, and my phone number is here. It's a new number at my office, 504-816-8202. Again, the best way is by email, but please call me or come by at any time. I am here to help you. Now, we have two required textbooks. The first one is Justo González, The Story of Christianity, Volume 1, The Early Church to the Dawn of the Reformation. I hope you will enjoy this textbook. I get good comments from all of my students, and I want to let you know that this was one of the reasons why I chose church history as my area of focus. This book is written so well, it's so readable, and Justo González writes it like it is a screenplay. You almost feel like you're reading the script for a TV movie or something like that. That's why it's called The Story of Christianity. The other book is a reader. It's the Documents of the Christian Church, edited by Henry Bettinson and Chris Maunder. This is a book that is edited to include a number of primary sources, so you can read what the church fathers and others of that era were actually writing about the topics that you are studying. There also will be additional required reading from primary sources that are available for free on the internet. You can order all of your textbooks from nobts.ecampus.com and just follow the prompts. All right, this semester we are migrating to Canvas learning platform, and you can go online to your Canvas account. That should be canvas.nobts.edu. As far as I know, you will be automatically enrolled, and even already the link to Canvas is posted on your NOBTS page. So you will not have access to Canvas until the first day of class, which is August 15. But nonetheless, we're all looking forward to the Canvas learning platform. We have high expectations that it will be user friendly, and so look for your online modules. That's the new term, your online modules on canvas.nobts.edu. All right. Introduction. Once you get onto Canvas, I hope that you will go to the discussion board and post an introduction. I like pictures. Oh, I wish you would post a picture of you and include your family if you like, or your pets, or your activities, and let me know a little bit about yourself. Uh, what is your educational background? Where are you from? Where do you live? What ministry are you involved in? What is your ministry goal? What degree are you working toward? These are the kinds of things that I would like to know, and you can tell me anything about yourself that you would like. I have led the way, and so you can meet your professor also on the discussion board. And yeah, I'm going to tell you more about myself than you want to know, but I will post lots of pictures, including pictures of my grandkids. All right? So introduce yourself first, and then look through the course modules. I have created video lectures, and they are posted. I'm going to add bonus features of maps and uh, 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 pictures, other articles that I've written on related topics. There will be, of course, unit tests, and I provide study guides for those tests, unit application points, weekly reading reports. All of this you will access through the module on campus. Okay, I'm having to learn new vocabulary. All right, unit tests. There are 6, and the dates are listed for you on your syllabus. Again, you'll access them on Canvas. 6 unit tests. They're timed at 20 minutes, but they should not shut down. So when you get close to the 20 minutes, you will want to hasten to wrap up your the last question or two if you want to review one more time. But you just need to be aware that these online tests are timed. There's a base value of 25 points, but you'll notice that there are bonus questions. So actually, there'll be 26, 28, maybe 29 points. But remember, the word bonus comes from the Latin word for good. And so these help you out. More questions means more opportunities for extra points, all right? But the base value of every test is 25 points. The lowest test grade will be dropped in case you forget to take a test, or if you have computer problems, if you go out of town for a revival or a D-Now, or maybe you go to grandma's house and she has dial-up. I doubt it. Most of the time our grandparents have better tech than we do. But if you are satisfied with your first 5 test scores, you can exempt yourself from the 6th, okay? Because the lowest test will be dropped. So only 5 will count toward your final grade. All right, reading reports. You will report your reading every week, okay? You estimate your percentage of reading in 20% increments. And so the easiest thing to do is read everything, and you're going to get 2.5 points every week for your reading. Or if you don't read quite everything, well, that's 2 points. If you read just over half, that's 1.5 points, and so on and so forth. At the end of the semester, you will have an opportunity to submit a bonus reading report. If you have completed all the assigned reading, you will get 5 extra points, and that could make a difference in your letter grade. Okay, now this is an all or nothing, and so if you keep your reading up through the semester, then it's an easy 5 points. If you miss some one week and you catch up later, well, then that's a way to make up some of those points. The reading schedule is included in the syllabus. All right, application points. I want you to learn to apply church history to your own life and ministry. So as you study these different figures and movements and events in church history, you will have an opportunity to participate and share an application point. You'll consider the lessons that you learn and compose an application point, which could be a sermon illustration based on what you learned, an application to your ministry, or a lesson learned for your personal life. So, after studying the assigned reading, the lecture material, bonus features, open the discussion question forum and create your own thread. Your thread should be 150 to 300 words. Right, based on your study of each unit, provide the class with at least one of the following: a sermon illustration or teaching point that you learned from this period of church history. How could you use specific stories or examples from this unit in your preaching or teaching? Share with us an insight learned from this period that you plan to apply in your ministry now or in the future. How can events from this unit teach us to serve better? And you may read about an experience from this period that is inspiring to your personal devotion to Christ. How has studying this unit impacted your personal Christian life? Remember, some of the lessons that you learn can be negative. Sometimes we learn what not to do from what these early church leaders did. Okay, so please get the mindset of applying what you learn in church history to your life, and then share that with me and with your fellow students. Each application point is worth 15 points, and the schedule for the application points is listed in your syllabus, and also you'll see it come up on your weekly modules on Canvas. All right, we're going to have 2 book reviews during this semester, and one book review will be about a biography. If you read one book that is a biography, you'll learn about that subject. All right, so that's as valuable as doing a research paper on that topic, but you just have to access one book. So you'll read and review a biography of a subject located within the parameters of the early church or the medieval era of the church. Now, suggested biographies are included in the selected bibliography at the end of the syllabus. Now, I will allow other books, but you have to get permission from me first. And the book review of the biography is due on September 19. All right, now I will provide a list of these books and an opportunity for you to sign up for the book of your choice. Now, the book review should be between 6 to 8 double-spaced typewritten pages and should contain a bibliographical entry at the top of the first text page of the review. All right, you've got a cover sheet, and then you've got the book review. The top line will be just bibliographical information, the name of the author, the title of the book, publication information. All right, the first paragraph of your book review should be a brief biographical sketch of the author. Usually you can find this on the book cover or on the internet. Now, after your very brief biographical sketch, then I want a summary of the contents of the entire book. And the summary is the most important part of this book review, but I also want an application point about the impact of this person's life and ministry on your personal life and ministry. All right, so do you get the idea that I'm wanting you to learn to apply church history to your life? All right, that's very important to me. All right, I hope it's important to you, not only for church history, but for every course that you take at New Orleans Baptist Seminary. All right, there's a second book review that will cover a movement or an event like women in ministry, early Christian martyrs, Montanism, scholasticism, the Crusades, the rise of Islam, and so on and so forth. And so each student will read and review a book written about a movement or event located within the parameters of the early church and medieval era. Again, there are books included in the selected bibliography. Again, I will allow other books, but you have to check with me first. And the second book review is due on November 14. These dates are in your syllabus. Canvas has a service called Turn It In. All right, you can submit a draft for review. Turn It In will highlight the material that was found in its database, and so the report will highlight material that they found elsewhere in their database. And so you need to be sure that if you have material that's found elsewhere, you need to be sure that it is cited properly. If there's too much material highlighted, you may need to put more of your paper in your own words, all right, because we do not want plagiarism in your papers. Now, you'll take note that footnotes and bibliographical entries will be highlighted, and so don't worry about those. All right. For a moment, I have to put on my ugly face and talk about penalties of the class. All right, because again, there are requirements and expectations in this class, and you need to be sure that you fulfill them. First of all, unit tests and reading reports must be submitted by the deadline. After the deadline, unit tests and reading reports will not be reopened. Do not ask me to reopen a test or reading report. I won't do it, okay? So you need to be sure and get it done on time. As I said, one unit test grade will be dropped, so if you forget it, that's will be okay. That's why I designed it that way, so that one can be dropped. But you need to be sure and be careful to get your work turned in on time. Now, application points. Failure to participate adequately in the application points and to do so in a timely manner will affect the amount of points awarded. So do your application points on time as well and fulfill the expectations for them. I want substantive application points. All right, tardiness. I am very serious about your getting your written work turned in on time. A late project assignment will be assessed a 10% penalty if it is submitted after the deadline, a 20% penalty after 5 days. All right, so that's for a book review. It's worth 60 points each, so it'd be 6 points or 12 points if it is late. After 1 week, the penalty will be so severe, I don't even want to talk about it. You don't even want to know. All right, and no assignment will be accepted after 2 weeks past the deadline. All right, we'll talk more about this later, but I probably am one of the most serious professors about promptness in written assignments. Now, plagiarism. We all are serious about plagiarism. A high standard of personal integrity is expected of all students at New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. Any infraction will be reported to the Dean of Students for further action. You can see the graduate catalog for more information on the definition of plagiarism and consequences for the violations of plagiarism. All right, so I have 3 words about plagiarism. Don't do it. All right, and so let me put on my happy face again, and let's talk about how you will be graded, how you'll be assessed for your work this semester. First of all, these are the possible points for reading, 30 points, but remember, you can get an extra 5 points for reading everything this semester. Otherwise, you're getting 2.5 points for each week. All right, tests, 5 will be counted at 25 points each, so that's 125. But remember, every test has a few extra bonus questions that can earn you some extra points. Each book review is worth 60 points. The 6 application points altogether are 90 points for a total of 365 points. And so an A is 340 to 365 points. A B is 310 to 339 points. A C 280 to 309 points, and so forth. All right. If you earn less than 220 points, you will fail this class. Now, let me make a prediction. Half of you are going to make A's in this class. Out of the other half, most will make B's. There will be a few C's and D's, but if you want to fail my class, you have to work very hard at it. The way that you fail my class is not to do your work, not to turn it in on time, or to plagiarize. Otherwise, if you do the work and do it on time, you will pass and make a good grade. I guarantee it. Okay? Now, I don't want to use the H word, oh no, but you know that sometimes H breaks out here in New Orleans. And so in case of such an emergency or any other emergency, you will go to the seminary website for information related to the seminary. You'll check Canvas for instructions related to this class. All right? Well, thank you for your attention. And certainly I look forward to our semester together and hope and expect the very best for you. So join me in this journey through the history of Christianity, early to medieval, 1,500 years of church history. It's going to be a great ride, a great experience. We're going to learn a lot together. God bless you. And man, I'll be seeing you all semester long. We'll talk more then.